I loved to color as a small child. You know, I would get rewarded with crayons and paint supplies and whatnot. And then I guess in middle school and early high school, my friends would pay me to finish their assignments in art class that they couldn't finish. So I learned early that you could actually make a living and make some money out of, you know, holding crayons and getting stuff done on paper. A lot of it was just memories of with my family being out fishing for catfish or whatnot as a kid. You know, it's kind of ingrained with you, those beautiful warm sunsets over the water and whatnot, and the sounds and the lilies and everything else that's occupying the water. Experimenting with taking something very old and bringing it into the modern, which is what I kind of feel is what I'm still doing. I'm taking, you know, elements of nature, different animals and species, and kind of modernizing them with my own technique and whatnot. A lot of times I'll find photographs that really just grab you, like that's stunning. And nature has this funny way, it's got its own imagination that, like, how is that real? And so I try to do my best to either capture that or, you know, find a good base and then elaborate on it and change it and, you know, make it more interesting or whatever you come up with in your own mind. So I mostly paint with translucent colors that overlap. You can go from a deep violet to a blue and then add different nuances to change the color. By the end of it, you have a completely wonderful color that's made of hundreds of different colors and elements. Each piece takes about 30 days, and so I usually try to put on a couple of layers a day. There's usually a drying period of about 4 to 6 hours in between, and so you get this wonderful, it changes every day right in front of your eyes. So I think that's the most fascinating thing about art is just working with it and getting creative problem solving, essentially. So you create these interesting things that you hadn't thought about before because you hadn't hit that problem yet, or what was dissatisfying about it before. Mostly it's just, you'll see a piece and then it's the strangest thing sometimes. It's like looking at a blank piece of paper and the image, it's just there. I don't know how to explain it, but you already know what it's supposed to be. And then you just kind of work around the elements to get it done and make it suitable, or, you know, please yourself with it, so to speak. I look back and I've made some major progressions, and I hope to make a lot more within the next 10 years. And it's just an undying dream. You know, it's a wonderful, painting and doing artwork is a wonderful thing. And it's just nice to see, you know, how far you can stretch your creativity, how much you can, you know, perfect your craft and push yourself constantly and see how far it goes, because it never really stops until you do.